today. Welcome to another episode of Synergy Talk. I'm Mr. J Synergy. Shout out to everybody out there on a Saturday evening. I hope y'all feeling good, living good, breathing good. Just make sure whatever you're doing it good. Now, today's subject of discussion is Mr. Black Mamba himself, Mr. Kobe Bryant. It seems that we have some debate and speculation going on about whether Mr. Bryant should be the new logo face of the NBA. Now, think about that and put that on your equilibrium. I mean, the silhouette has been known by many across the league, although not formally announced, as Mr. Jerry West. And some sources and the word itself seems to think that with 70% of the actual basketball association being African American, then it would make sense to have somebody that actually looks like us. So the debate came about because after a game when the Brooklyn Nets actually just won another one, there was interviewing Mr. Kyrie Irving, and he brought up the fact that he would actually like for the logo to be changed. And he just said he think it's time based on where the world is, which, like I said, 70% of the players versus 50 years ago are actually African American. So you do the math with that. At any rate, during this conversation with the reporter, he also spoke and mentioned Kobe Bryant. It was tragic how he had to leave us in the community as well as all the other passengers. So shouts out and prayers to everybody who continues to support the Bryant family as well as all the other victims. And on the court, he was a killer. I mean, Kobe was a shark, to say the least. I mean, Black Mamba, one of the most deadliest makes in the world. That's what it actually is. And the mentality, I mean, be your best, try to be your best every day at whatever you do. So he definitely implemented all of those traits on and off the basketball court, and his growth and his life and career that we've seen through his ups and downs. So big shout outs to Mr. Black Mamba himself, Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant, and the legacy that he's left behind for his followers. So with that being said, the debate came about that he said he think Kobe should actually be the face of the league due to those facts that I just spoke about. So there is debate about this, which is two sides to everything. So with that being said, in one sense, it'll always be a question of debatable because there were other stars that went through things throughout different decades of playing the NBA. Some with racism, some with insurmountable odds. I mean, all type of thing between the Magic Johnson, the Bill Russell eras. You have the Jordan eras, then Kobe eras. Now you got the LeBron era. So it'll always be a question with the personal. It won't never be unbiased. And that's all I can motherfucking say about that. And the reason why is because, excuse me, I have to catch my wind. It's because fans gonna always vote for who they think is the best. Period. So to just put a particular player, not just the silhouette, I don't know. It's always going to be debatable because a lot of people say if that's the case, then Michael Jordan should be. So that goes a whole nother route. He got 70% of the NBA wears tennis shoes, and Nike continue to use the Jumpman logo, and he's an owner. So he's a basketball savant as well as a genius off the court. So it could always be debatable. Now, what they said they're going to do, I don't think they said they're going to name a particular player. Jerry West said he is in recognition that it should be changed due to the fact of how the league has changed. And they're just not going to name a player. They're just going to make somebody that's maybe on there doing a crossover or some shit, or shooting threes like Curry or something that we're more accustomed to in the 2000s era of basketball versus the old silhouette of the still conventional point guard era, if that's how you want to say it. So it's always interesting to just come to y'all and just speak about these different situations and debates. Like I said, this is Synergy Talk. I'm Mr. J Synergy. My content is always going to be different. My channel is always going to be different, and I speak about a variety of things and just try to get some information and some input out here. So Big ups to Mr. Kobe Bryant again. Big ups to the NBA recognizing the change in the world and the community, as well as all the basketball savants, so they try to keep it fair. So once again, I'm Mr. J Synergy. This is Synergy Talk. Please like, share, subscribe, support a brother, support a nugger. Show some love. I'll show it back. I'm going to continue to post and continue to get better and bring information as I get it. So once again, this is Mr. Synergy. This is Synergy Talk. This is Saturday evening. I hope y'all feeling good. Stay up, stay blessed, stay fresh, and remember, the fall is never as hard as to come up. Much love to y'all. Keep your heads up, and I'm out this month.